welcome to Better with Brigita, and today we're going to make stained glass cake. Now this is going to be a 2-day process. So today what we're going to do is we're going to make 3 different flavors of jello. Alright, we're going to start with the strawberry flavor. Pour that in. And then we're going to add 1 cup of boiling water. And then we're going to mix until it dissolves, and then we're going to add 1/2 cup of cold water. All right, that looks good. Now we'll add the 1/2 cup of cold water. Make sure it's fully dissolved. And we're going to pour it into our dish. We have to have 3 separate dishes because we're working with 3 different flavors. Our next step is the berry blue gelatin. So I'm going to pour that package in here. And then, so we're repeating the process with our next flavor by getting a cup of hot water again. And again, we'll stir till it's all dissolved. And we'll pour this into our dish. Now we're doing our last flavor, island pineapple, following the same procedure. Our jello, we're going to add our hot water. All right, that looks good. That's our last step for today, and then we'll continue this tomorrow.
Hey, you're not supposed to be in there.
These Ladyfingers are taller than what I need, so I'm going to cut them in half to go around the outside of the springform pan. But they'll still be good for the inside. Cut. Cut 2. Welcome to day 2 of stained glass cake. As you can see here, our gelatin is firm and it's ready to cut. And I have the rest of our ingredients that we'll need to make it. So we've got unflavored gelatin, just 1 packet, a pint of heavy whipping cream, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, a cup of pineapple juice, 1/4 cup of water, and 1/2 cup of sugar, and 2 packages of Ladyfingers. So our Ladyfingers are in a 9-inch springform pan, which will make it much easier when it's ready to serve. We'll be able to open it and take everything out. All right, so the first thing we have to do though is take our unflavored gelatin and our cup of pineapple juice and our water, and we're going to heat that up over the stove until the gelatin dissolves. We're going to stir it. And we're going to keep stirring it until our gelatin dissolves. All right, that's all dissolved, and now we're going to set it aside to cool, and we're going to move to our next step. Now Now we have our jello out of the refrigerator. Our next step is going to be to cut it into cubes. And that's because that's going to go inside the filling in small pieces. So we have our island pineapple, our berry blue, and our strawberry. While our pineapple water and unflavored gelatin mixture is cooling, we're going to cut each of our 3 gelatins into squares. We're not ready to use those yet, but we're just going to have them ready for the next step. All right, our next step is to add our heavy whipping cream. Our vanilla. And we're going to be adding our sugar. Next, we're going to add the gelatin mixture to our whipping cream mixture. And we let that cool for a few minutes before we add that. Okay, we just want that to combine. Pineapple. Very cool. Sometimes you have to separate them if they stick together. One more time. Put it in our 9-inch springform pan that already has a Ladyfingers in it. The last step is to grab saran wrap and cover our dessert and place it in the refrigerator for 6 hours. One important step that I like to do is put my springform pan on a plate. It's easier to carry that way, and in case you have any drips from your pan, your plate will catch it. So now I'm going to cover it with press and seal wrap, and then we'll stick it in the fridge. All right, it's ready to go. Now it's time to enjoy our stained glass cake. And first I'm going to use a knife so I can get it away from the springform pan easily. All right, now we're gonna release the spring form and we're gonna slice it. This recipe will be down in the description box. And I use the Ladyfingers as a guide. Usually 2 is good. All right, that looks really good. Okay, almost the perfect slices. I got this recipe years ago from a good friend of mine, Jane, and we've been loving it ever since. Let me show you what it looks like inside. And now we're gonna enjoy it.
How many does this serve?
6 to 8.
2, you said. Just you and me?
Mm-hmm. Oh man, it's really good. Light and refreshing.
Delicious. One of my favorites.
Thanks, Jane.
Delicious.